What's good? It's Ozman the Wizard.
And Naima.
And this is not
Not
another damn
another damn podcast.
presented by
Our damn selves.
our damn selves on 336, damn it.
Whoa.
Whoa, sound like Joey from Blossom.
Whoa.
Whoa.
For us, Xers, millennials, zennials, whatever we're calling
I
it.
didn't even really watch Blossom like that, but I remember that. I remember whoa. You don't know shit about the show, you know whoa. Everybody knows that.
Catchphrases in a time capsule of the 90s.
Did I do that?
You got it, dude.
Well, I'm running out.
Oh, you ain't got no job.
Yeah, that's a good one. Yada yada yada.
Oh yeah, yada yada yada. You already said I do that. I can't think of no more.
I can
Well,
go.
I mean, they do.
I can go back and shit. But
Peace out on the Wayne's brothers. They would do that. Oh yeah, I remember Jamie Foxx.
Broham.
Oh, Braxton. Braxton. Oh boy. Oh, don't. Of course, I got it.
Yeah. Ay caramba. We can go
Ay
on that. Show. Do a whole one just on that show.
Excellent.
Yep. 90s catchphrases. It seems like it's more. We just drawing blanks right now.
Probably a lot of shows we didn't really watch like that.
I got one. 2 snaps up.
Oh yeah, 2 snaps in a circle. Yeah. I don't think so. Homie don't play that.
Yeah. I'm hip, I'm slick, and all women love my
Frenchie. Was which one called the precursor for Frenchie in Hollywood Shuffle? Was that Frenchie?
Jerry Curl.
Yes, was that
Frenchie? Jerry Curl.
Like
I never said what Jerry Curl's real name was. Maybe it was Frenchie. Same character.
I think that was Frenchie. The precursor.
They just called him Jerry Curl. They never said that character's name. I think dude, Jerry I got another one. Let me give you my business card.
Damn.
Funky Finger Productions.
Funky Finger Productions. If you're too young to know that, then you have to watch and live in color. You have to go back.
Thank you very much. But I ain't one to gossip, so you ain't heard that.
Heard that for me.
Oh, you haven't. Living Color got a lot of.
Let me show you something.
Let me show you something. Fire Marshal. Hey, for real though. Rock your world.
Rock your world.
Also related to that. Oh my god.
Oh my lord.
I'm glad. Zombie laugh. Would have thought we'd start going down a rabbit hole of 90s catchphrase.
GTD.
Got the draws.
I want to get a shirt that says GTD. Draw. Oh Lord.
Oh, you stupid.
Yes,
rest in peace, Tommy.
Yeah, 90s was a magic time, as you guys see.
Best, yeah, like 90s was just special. Like, like 80s was dope, but like 90s was took it next level, I would say.
Oh, I know one more. Not the mama, not the mama, not the mama. The baby from Dinosaurs.
Okay.
Because that was the thing, the baby, yeah.
I got one for you. You'll appreciate this one. Hello, nurse.
Yes. Hello, nurse.
That's from my era.
Loved it. Loved Animaniacs. One of my favorite shows that would race home to watch after school. From 93 to like 98, I want to say it ran.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The Warner Brothers and the Warner sister died.
I always feel like we were like the Warner Brothers and the Warner sisters.
Not counting Kareem. I guess he would have been the executive and shit at Warner Brothers.
Yeah, because like
he was holding. He's the executive.
Because you were definitely Yakko.
Yakko was the asshole. That was me.
And then Wacko always ate, so that was Feast.
And
that was cute, so that was me. So I mean, it worked out.
That was debatable.
I'm cute. Shut up.
Ask me. This podcast is getting disgusting.
That was cute.
God's cute song, Rockness. You ruined my cute song.
Oh my Lord. But that was
learned about geography, but the Animaniacs, like the fuck.
United Canada, Mexico, Panama.
I saw somebody do an updated version. You know, the countries done changed so much in 30 years.
They have.
I saw an updated version of that like last year or something. Somebody did it with like all the new countries on. They did a new version of the Animaniacs.
If I'm not mistaken, I'm not, like I said, I think that this is correct. I think that the voice actor who did Yakko did that in one take. That was like his one take that he did that in. Yeah. I think I heard that somewhere. I was like, he did that in one take? Like, wow. Like, okay. Nope.
I wonder if it was him that did the updated version of it, because I saw somebody on YouTube. You know, you find everything on fucking
YouTube.
They did an updated the 2022 version of the Animaniacs map, whatever. They did an updated version of it with all the new countries, because like countries split, and then countries that didn't exist then exist now. So like stuff changed. It's like
like Czechoslovakia doesn't.
Republic, and then like they split. In Africa, there's all kinds of countries that declared their independence, and it's like South Sudan didn't exist then. Now it's like countries that declared their independence and stuff. So like they did like an updated version with like all the countries that are there now. It's like it was you don't want to be that person. Then again, like the internet changed all of that shit. Back in the day, we had like old ass encyclopedias and shit.
Recently I put a post on my Facebook.
I saw your encyclopedia.
With the
World Book.
I was trying to explain to Ariana because everything she does through Google Assistant, because we have the Google Assistant. So she always, hey Google, she always just yells that out, and then she lets Google tell her something or whatever.
I got Alexas in every room of my house. So I get it. Except the bathrooms. That's the only place.
Right. Because I have Google Assistants in all like the high traffic areas of my house. So
bathrooms, like every room got Alexa.
And Ari was like, yeah, mommy. I said, yeah. I said, this is what I had to do. I had World Book Encyclopedia when I was your age. She was like, how did you had to look it up, you get the volume, you get the it's alphabetized, you get the volume and you look it up in the volume.
And you see the flaw with that, these will get outdated quickly.
Very much so.
It's like I was joking about, still talking about the 48 states like that. Like Hawaii and Alaska was like 1960, I think is when Hawaii.
Here's a good one. Here's a good one.
Our current motherfuckers our age had encyclopedias from 1960 and shit, basically.
Here's a good one. Our current president, Ronald Reagan. Wait, what? Wait, what?
President Nixon said.
Nixon. Yikes.
Like, did he resign before we were born and shit? Like,
not a crook.
Wasn't even born when I'm not a crook, Captain. No, wasn't even born.
I at least put Reagan.
Yeah, encyclopedias.
I did Reaganomics at least.
I was trying to think of something old that happened before we were even born. So it's like it's about President Nixon and shit.
President Carter.
The peanut.
First person I remember is Reagan. That's the first one I got.
Earliest I remember is President Reagan.
Reagan.
I can't even say I remember the 1980 election. I can't say I even remember that and shit. I just remember him always being president. I don't remember him getting elected. He was president. That's just the
I
president.
remember people complaining about Reaganomics. That's about my extent of Reagan, like the adults complaining about that.
Like
About
your
the
kids, probably the earliest president gonna remember is like maybe Trump. Cleo might be Biden. It's like it might.
Yeah, I think Khalil's gonna be Biden.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it might be the earliest president they remember. And Kari could be Biden too. I don't know if she remembers President Trump and shit. But that might be the earliest one they remember.
Yeah.
It's like Trump, maybe even Biden. It's like they wouldn't remember. Like Ari would remember Obama. It's like she was a
No,
baby.
she just knows the history that black
president.
president.
But she doesn't remember him being president.
No, not at all. She just knows that it was a historical moment. That's all she knows, but not the
because she was one and shit when his term is.
His term ended. She was one.
You
So.
wouldn't know that shit. Yeah. Unless you really a prodigy, you wouldn't know that shit. But that's the problem. Oh yeah, I don't know what I was gonna say. Yeah, you were really balling if you had Britannica. Damn it,
Britannica, yeah.
Like World Book, like that was for the peasants. Like I shout out Douglas. We always do that one kid that had Britannica and shit. That one kid.
I have Britannica.
World Book. That's for the commoners. I have Britannica. That was the good shit. If you had Britannica,
lucky we had some because some people just had to go to the library. And just...
Well, you always had that one kid that said World Book. They look down on it. It's like we like champagne drinkers. Like the one person looks like Moet. It's like I only drink Cristal. It's like that's what it's like. Well, some people couldn't even afford cooks and shit. It's like
exactly, but it's levels to it. That's the point. It is levels. So what you think is beneath you, you think it's beneath you, but it goes up. So you know.
But as long as that one kid
like they couldn't, they just couldn't. They like had to
either way to come to school. Like go on their lunch period and go to the school library.
Exactly.
Had to do that.
Some people didn't have the option. They just didn't.
Yeah.
But thankfully, we were able to have World Book. We had our World Book encyclopedia.
We had two sets. I mean, we had like the really old one. Now we got like the new one, like the
new one,
the 90s version, which was outdated a year later. But 91, the shit was outdated. That's the thing with those things. They didn't last long. Yeah. If you had some old
fun to
70s or
it's fun to go back though and to like think about like how far we've just come as a
we had Childcraft too, slapped and shit. Yeah, that was the kids version of World Book. Yeah,
I remember the Childcraft, and I did some crafts from the Childcraft. I was like, oh, paper mache. Let me do this paper mache. That's how I learned how to do paper mache.
From the Childcraft, baby.
Yeah. But it's cool to look back at things like that. I mean, obviously, like technology is much better and much more convenient now, but it's just fun to just see like where we were and where we are now.
And your kids card catalogs and the Dewey Decimal System. Try explaining that shit to them.
I don't even know like how they're even read.
Shout out Mrs. Freeman. Well, I learned the Dewey Decimal System.
That's where I learned. I don't know how to read it now. I'm like that's one skill.
That was so long ago. I forgot about it.
You use it. You don't use it. You definitely lose that type of skill set because I'm like
And then a card catalog and shit. Like see those at those little drawers, the little tiny drawers over there. You got to go through alphabetically, find it. Yeah. You got to bring a piece of paper with you too, because you can't take the shit with you.
You gotta write it down.
Write down where it is. Then go to the
slip of paper, yeah.
Then go to the shelf and find your book. It's like think about how much time. That's just to find the book, and then you still have to read the book after all of that. It's like, instead of just Googling the shit, you got to go through all of that just to find the book. And then once you do all that, then the book is checked out and shit. You get to the aisle and it's not even there and shit. It's like right there. All of that shit. Somebody checked them up. Like, oh, that book is not due back until next Tuesday.
Yes, no. it was very ghetto in the 80s and 90s.
I get why the research paper was like worth half your grade, because like you worked for that motherfucker.
You worked for it. You
Right,
definitely
so
did.
this is half your grade if you don't. That's why it was worth so much, them damn papers, because you actually put in work on that shit. It's like,
And then you had to have your bibliography and all that stuff.
yeah, cite your sources, baby. Modern Gymnastics by Bart Simpson. Feast had the greatest source ever. Shout out Feast. This is before Simpson Mania exploded. So he got
like about a year before Simpsons.
Right before, and maybe not even, maybe 6 months.
Maybe about 6 months. Yeah, it was like right before the Simpsons.
Before the big explosion, like
right before it just, you know.
That teacher probably looked back and was like, "Yeah, good one." It's like after the fact when they realized what he did, but it was too late. He had already got his A by then.
Gymnastics by Bart Simpson.
Classic shit. Well, you had to cite your sources because you always had teachers that didn't want you to use the World Book too, because that was my source to everything, World Book. That's why we lied and made up Modern Gymnastics by Bart Simpson, because our real source is the fucking World Book.
World Book.
We always said that teachers like, yeah, like no, you can't use this, or you can use that for one source. It's
you
like
you use one source as
multiple sources. World Book can only be one. It's like I'm doing the whole fucking paper with the World Book. What are you talking about? I got World Book at the house. So you think I'm going to the library to do this paper? I'm using them motherfuckers right there and the World Books. And teachers wanted you to like do unnecessary work, even though you had World Book and shit at the house. So you had to actually go get books and then cite your sources in the bibliography. And that's when the cap came in, because they couldn't look them up either. There wasn't no internet. Teachers didn't have internet either. So they couldn't look up Modern Gymnastics. You could just lie and say it's some obscure book and shit like they can't find it. Let's say go and ask. It's by an obscure author named Bart Simpson. It's like he only has 2 books and this is one of them. He's an obscure author.
That's something else.
Hilarious. He's related to Val Simpson's cousin. Ashton Simpson. Bart Simpson.
Solid as a rock.
Solid as a rock. Nephew of OJ Simpson. Not solid as a rock. Solid as a Bronco and shit.
Yeah, I can't.
Hello, Twitter world.
I can't with OJ. I can't. Oh my Lord.
Let's see. But since we talking 90s, yeah, we we didn't bullshitted enough. That's called the warm up right there. November 9th, 1993, very important day. Sound like Doc Brown, a red letter day in the world of hip hop. Yeah, like Doc Brown when he was talking about this November 5th speech. Yeah, November 9th, 1993, red letter day in the world of hip hop. You had 2 all-time classics drop on that day, competing albums. Yeah, we know which camp I'm in. Let's drop the first. You had the Wu-Tang Clan 36 Chamber, their first album, and then my favorite, Tribe Called Quest, Midnight Marauders, dropped that same day.
I already know which one you're on.
Guess what I was doing at Sam Goody on November 9th, 1993 at the Plaza. Sam Goody at the Plaza.
Yeah, your cassette.
My cassette. Listen on my Walkman on the ride back on the 95th bus ride.
Relax yourself, girl. Please settle down. Relax yourself.
Here's another little nugget you would appreciate. Ran into our childhood friend Philip on the bus. He's like,
yeah.
Tribe, and said I had to give him one of my earpieces because he's like, oh, he saw me listen. Like back in you see that, it's like, oh, what you listening to? So I like that new Tribe. Oh shit, let me hear it. Like,
let me hear it. Let me put it in my ear.
Earpieces so he could. It was like, of course, he was a Tribe fan too. It was like, so I gave Philip one of my earpieces on the ride back because I ran into him at the L. You running there. That's where you run everybody at the L. It's like,
at the L.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. He's like, oh, the new Tribe. Yeah, let me listen. Because like I was thirsty, I went and got it that day. Because Low End Theory was such a great album, so you knew that Midnight Marauders was only going to take it next level.
The follow up was going to be, yeah. And they did it appropriately, where like the follow up did live up to the hype. Like the follow up was lived up to it. Because some of that sophomore album can be kind of, you know, it can be shaky.
After such an iconic album, sometimes it's like, yeah,
it's hard to top your you
It's like
know.
Michael with Off the Wall, and then he took Thriller here. It's like the same thing.
Yeah, definitely.
Low End Theory, and then they took Midnight Marauders here. It's like so.
Mhm.
But it seems like I'm in the minority. Most people like Wu-Tang was the album that came off that day. To me, I'm like, it's Midnight Marauders. It's like, I was like more of a Tribe fan than a Wu-Tang fan. That's it's Tribe is like that takes me back, man. They just that's what I grew up on it. That's what the hip hop that I Tribe. That whole sound is like that
Yeah.
native tongue sound as they called it.
Tribe did have a good, and then just the wordplay of Five Dog, like his wordplay was just ridiculous. Like I felt he was very underrated.
Facts,
When you listen to someone like his word, it took me a second to notice the bus off air cast. Then you got Siemens Furniture because like that went over my head, like it goes over your head at first, and then
I knew that one right, but I get it. Yeah, you were low.
It didn't hit me the first time I heard it. And then I was like, wait a minute, what he saying? Wait a minute. Yeah. What he saying?
I was on that bus ride. I caught the
I didn't catch it the first time I heard it. I didn't.
He's snapping, yeah. And I think Feast got it too. I don't know if he got it that day or the next, but he had the cassette around that same time. He might have. I know we had it, but we both went and got that. We were both thirsty for that Tribe tape. Because then I saw him with his right after. I was like, "Oh, you got it too? Okay." He's like, "Had to, dude." I still got that tape too. It's like, I still got my cassettes.
I still got my cassettes somewhere in my house. I have to like dig them out. They're somewhere in my house.
Yeah,
in storage.
I still got that Midnight Marauders tape. Mm-hmm. Should have broke it out for this. I'd have held it up. Like 30 years ago, I got it. So that was 30 years ago. Like that 30 and some change now. That
right.
November, because I saw everybody posting in the timeline. I saw a lot of Wu-Tang posts. I saw some Tribe, and I saw some post both. It's like that's why I said the red letter date in hip hop. I was like, because two very, very important albums. Yeah, like most people, if you're a hip hop head, you have those like in your top 25 albums in there. Yeah, but Midnight Marauders. Yeah, and I said my memory of that is riding back on the bus, running into Philip at the L, and then I gave him one of my earpieces so he could listen to.
Dope moment.
Yeah. I had to talk about that. And got to meet Tribe, years later. So that was
did
at the Rock the Bells. Because I was had all access. Shout out brother Dave. Yeah. He came through on that one. Yeah. So we pretty much could go anywhere we wanted in that damn building. So,
oh wow.
Yeah. So and when Tribe, because they headlined, I told you like one of the biggest moments, like one of the I made it moments I had was standing next to Plug One of De La Soul backstage, like watching Tribe perform. And, like having a conversation, like, man, they killed it, they still got it, dog. I was like, oh, this is fucking cool. If you had told like 14-year-old Oz that he'd be standing here one day doing this, I'd have called bullshit. You're gonna be backstage standing next to one of De La watching Tribe and having a conversation.
Right,
it's like
that is kind of a aha moment.
Was watching these guys on Yo MTV Raps, like watching Tribe and De La, and then you're gonna be backstage with a member of De La while watching Tribe on stage perform. Pretty cool.
Really cool.
Because like they wanted to see Tribe too, like they were like, because I was standing there with the pasta news from De La, so he was like, we were standing off the side of the stage, like, oh yeah, they're killing. I was like, okay. I was like, this is a cool moment,
Dope.
And got Fife Diggy's number at that one too, so we exchanged numbers. So it was just that Rock the Bells was just a cool day. They actually became cool with Fife. Yeah, he was mad cool. Yeah. Rest in peace to the legend.
Yeah, definitely.
All right. Well, hate to bring it down. Let's bring it back up with good news right here. For all of my I'm a former, I'm still one. Yeah, all of my fellow actors.
Yes.
The SAG-AFTRA strike is over.
Yes, I saw that.
Good news for the actors because now they can get back to work, and good news for everybody else because now some of your favorite shows that have been on hiatus all this time, they'll be coming back soon.
Yeah. Exactly.
because we didn't have a fall season because of this strike. It's like it's
We
still
did.
like reruns, and then like on other shit they airing is like no fall season. It's like
It's reality TV now.
yeah,
Like it's like what you predicted. You said it's going to
a
be a
new
new
wave.
wave of.
That's how the first wave happened. It was a writer's strike or something way back when, and so that's how this previous wave of reality TV started. Because it's unscripted, so they really don't have writers.
Yeah, and then it's not actors, so they're not actors who are on these reality shows. So,
and even if they were like back then, I think it was a writer strike and not an actor strike. So actors, if you wanted to, you could do the shit, but most of them didn't because they didn't want to do that shit. You still had a few that did, like Ray J was doing stuff, like a few did some reality TV, but most of them didn't. Like for the love of Ray J and shit like that. It's like you had like Ray J doing shit. But yeah, so the actors are getting back to work, which I know quite a few of. Shout out Sherian, yeah. So
I know quite a few actors too. So, and I've been following my one friend's page from college where he was talking about, because he worked on NCIS, like he used to work on there. So yeah,
like Wildcat is like
Tam.
Yeah.
I mean, we know like some
They're
actors.
getting back to work, yeah.
That's good, because you think about, like, I think just the most dismissive thing that people, and I stand firm on this, that people always want to say, and my whole feelings about this is, if you ain't got your shit together, you can't tell somebody what they should or should not be doing. Like, for example, with people who are, whether it be like another strike that ended, obviously, the auto, like they ended
We're gonna
there.
talk about that too. All three, the big three all got new deals, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I think
But people,
GM was the last one. I think Ford was first, then Stellantis. I think GM was the
and
last
GM probably held out the longest, yeah.
one. There's last, but they all three of them
But
have signed new deals now.
But when people like when you do, like, if you do decide to, okay, these practices are unfair, we're going to go on strike, but then obviously you go on strike, you're not earning any money, and then it's kind of like, oh, and then people, when they shout the thing, well, just go get another job, and that's so dismissive to just say to somebody, why don't you get another job? It's like, you like, jobs are not just, you just don't go and just be like, hey, okay.
Robin Harris says, who is it? Job.
Not the job, right?
So
It
like
doesn't work like that, because some jobs, it's like, especially if you've been working in a certain field, like I said, we'll use acting. So like if you've been cultivating your acting skill for 10, 12 years, you're at a different level of somebody who just came out of, like, Juilliard or something like that. Like if you came out,
or Columbia if you're in Chicago.
so if you came out of a performing arts school,
you just
and you've been cultivating your skill for 10 to 12 years, you're at a different level. So it's like, where are you going to go after? Like, you love the flexibility of being an actor. You love all the benefits that come with
it. You're a creative, first of all, and you like you having to set your own schedule.
That's the flexibility. Mm-hmm.
It's like, you like the flexibility, and you're creative.
And you're creative.
Yeah.
Everybody, like, I want people to.
I'm a creative, so I can relate.
Mm-hmm.
I couldn't see myself.
Creative side.
I couldn't work in a factory like that.
Yeah, I have a creative side. Like, I have where I can unleash my creativity. But it's like, just saying like you need to go and just do that. But it's like, meanwhile, it's like you're living in your mom's basement and your mom is taking care of you. Yeah, but you're telling people to, like, just go get another job.
You can't tell you to get another job because you have to have a job in the first place.
That's just what I just get with people.
That's what I would come back. Yeah, I would tell you to get another job, but can't get another job if you never had one to begin with.
But that's just the thing about it. Like, everybody doesn't have the same path. Like, we have people who are creatives. We have people who are entrepreneurs. We have people who are factory workers. We have people who are educators. We have many different. We have people who are trade people who can build and fix things.
Some people are good with their hands. It's like,
not I. Not I at all. I can't build shit. I can't. That's not a skill set I have.
Yeah, I'm pretty handy.
I don't have that skill set, so.
Like, our dad was good at that. I think I got some of that from him.
I was like, well, Marcus is good with this. So, I mean, I'm like, anything? Yeah, you can build that, honey. Yeah, you got that. That's not my skill set. But I'm happy that the strike is over, and people don't look at the big picture because, like I said, when we went over like weeks ago when we showed like the list, like I said, obviously it was like outdated now at this point, but you can adjust for inflation to see
Yeah,
that.
maybe 10 years ago, something like that.
Yeah,
I
but
just
you
showed
can
you like
adjust for inflation
jobs in Hollywood. Yeah, the average salary of these
to
jobs.
see that the average person is not a millionaire in Hollywood. They're just not.
Especially the crew members on that side. It's like
Right.
it's supposed to say your unsung heroes are like your editors, your cameramen is like like those like on that side like the crew.
Editors are definitely the unsung heroes. The ones who are like really the people who do like who add like the sound effects in.
Yeah, effects.
Like
Yeah,
those people, because like watching it, like when they were showing to enhance the sound, like when the lady like had to like walk with high heels on like a wood board at the same time,
yeah,
to
they
to
add the
speak with
sound
like
in. It's like because the regular sound is crap. Yeah,
right.
you gotta enhance. They call it sweeten the sound. Yeah, you gotta sweeten.
Mm-hmm. Because I didn't know it was like that intense. And when they were showing like a rainstorm, like the way that people were like, the way they were like in there, like really making this rain just sound. You get what I'm saying? I was like, wow, I didn't know all that went into doing sound. I didn't know that until I saw it behind the scenes.
Yeah.
I'm like, they really, and you have to say, you have to watch, you have to be in sync with exactly of how it's playing in front of you because you have to be exactly on,
Now you know a lot of people don't know what the purpose is. When they have the clipboard and they be like, yeah, takes one like that. That's what that's for. Because you're able to sync with that. It's like, because you can see the movement and then the clap is like syncs the sound. It's like so that way when you're editing, you start from that moment. That's what it is. That's what the purpose of that is with the If you're like, why do they have the thing when it's like so take four. It's like, because you have it on the screen and then the click is like so you can match the sound with it. That's why they have it like that, So there's a little secret there, because I was talking about that on set, like when that's where I learned it at, So that's because like so the editors can like match the picture and the sound. It's like,
nice. Okay, I didn't know that. Yeah, that's a good
they
thing.
have a visual of it because you can see the board and then the click is like the sound. So okay, we start editing from that click. It's like that's how you match everything up. So, yeah. So that's the
Nice.
purpose of that, yeah.
But people will see, and then they see Brad Pitt or George Clooney or whoever. They think, well, these people.
I think everybody's an A-list actor.
It's not for them. It's not for Denzel Washington. It's not for him.
Yeah, they straight. It's like if Denzel never does another movie, they're straight. It's for these like your Sherians of the world. It's like, who out of work. Like the regular actors, okay, we need the strike to wrap up. Yeah, we need our checks and shit.
And as we saw, and that's what we saw in 2020. A lot of these celebrities were not as well off as you thought they were. When your whole bread and butter is you having to do performances, and the world shut down, you couldn't do
these
performances.
are the musicians and stage act like people will go on the road basically. They
people who are like that's their bread and butter.
Comedy, stand up. That's why a lot of them started doing like online
Instagram,
stuff.
the Instagram comedy.
They shifted because you had to adjust, because you couldn't go out on tour anymore, couldn't go to no comedy clubs no more, so they had to adjust. And if that's how you making your money, and so you get like $3-4 grand like a show, like if you like got a following, it's like like all that money's gone. Is oh, let's
say I'm gonna be modest. I'm gonna be on the conservative side. Let's say that if you're a person, whether it be rapping, singing, whatever, you're an entertainer. I'll just say that you're an entertainer who makes your bread and butter on the road. Let's say you're able to pull in $10,000 a month.
Yeah.
That's a modest, and then so like with a yearly, you're making over.
If you do one show a week, that would average like $2,500 a show. That's that's all modest.
That's a modest. I'd say that would be a modest.
Not extravagant. It's not and it's not pennies. It's like that's a modest.
You make a good living.
2,500 a show,
because it is people out there who just strictly are entertainers, and they are making they're making just over six figures. Which, if you have a family, you can support a family making six figures. But now, if that disappears,
we had a buddy, a DJ buddy of our very popular DJ in Chicago. He had to start Instacarting because of that. That's all he does is that he's a mobile DJ. Is all he's done.
Yeah, he's a DJ.
He doesn't work on radio or like he's because like us radio, we were straight. It's like it's okay. Like the gig money was side money. Yeah, I still got my radio, but like he was not on the radio. So like when the gigs went away, his livelihood went away, so he had to start Instacart.
There you go. There
so
you go.
Ends meet, yeah.
So you gotta do things to fill in the gaps. So when people say, just get another job, like another job may not come as easy. And then especially if you are kind of recognizable, as we saw with Jeffrey Owen.
Yeah. This is pre-pandemic. This is the Cosby stuff that messed his money up.
The Cosby messed up his money.
When they pulled Cosby some syndication, that was his income was like, because Cosby was airing a lot. So
everywhere.
He probably making 6 figures in syndication money. He probably was making a decent salary.
By the 90s, they signed better deals as far as
by then, like they because like the cast in the 60s and 70s got screwed.
Like Marsha and them got screwed.
Yeah, they didn't see the penny of that.
They got screwed. They did.
Yeah, we didn't get like as much as it showed air. We got none of that. All he check we got is the original time it aired. It's like we didn't get none of that syndication money. Like none of them Brady Bunch folks. Yeah, they all got screwed.
Nothing.
Yeah. But but he probably was making good money like just from that. Yeah, now when that went away, your income goes away. Jeffrey probably has a family he got to support, so he went to work. He did what any man was going to do.
What he had to do, support your family.
He swallowed his pride. He said, "I'm gonna take a job," and it happened to be as a checker. At a grocery store.
That idiot had to take a picture of him.
Yeah, trying to roast the man, and then backfired and roasted her ass and shit instead. That's what everybody saying. That man is trying to support his family, and most people know, like, that. Yeah, have you not been following the news, like the Cosby Show, like it messed up his money and shit. Yeah, and I don't think I didn't see him on much since the Cosby Show. It's not like he was like he pretty much was semi-retired from acting at the time. Yeah,
he pretty much was. Like he really wasn't on.
You didn't see him a lot after the Cosby Show. Yeah. And then but he said I still got my residual check, so I'm straight. But then when that went away, he had to go back to work. And I know what tried to roast her, man. It's like, and then she got roasted.
Had to shut down her whole social media.
Like people roasted her. But if you have another skill set, you can survive too. Like shout out, what's the name? One of my guys. Yeah, shout out John Cena. It's like because he's like John Cena is pretty much an actor at this point. It's like he doesn't. But he came back to WWE when the actor. So he had a little run like this summer from like August to like October. He had a mini run, and then his they just killed his character off like about a week ago because I guess they knew that this actor strike was coming to an end. So his character basically got his ass kicked and got beat up like bad. And I was like, oh yeah. So Cena timed it out right, so he was able to disappear. So now you can't see him again. It's like he disappeared. Right,
you can't see him before, so.
But not everybody doesn't have that option.
Everybody doesn't have that to fall back on.
You go back to WWE. Me give Vince a call and shit.
This is looking crazy now these days, but.
He got $9.5 billion, whatever.
Handlebar. He looks like a cartoon villain. He looks just weird now. He looks very weird. I wasn't prepared. I was like, "That's Vince now."
Looking like a cartoon.
Or the other thing that people may have, like I said, now everybody has, is like if you have a spouse who can shoulder, who can carry the load, because everybody isn't married to. Like I said, we see the power couples where like one person's an actor, the other person might be an athlete or whatever the case may be, but everybody doesn't have that. Or like if your person is even if you're not like in the entertainment, if you're like an attorney, a high power attorney, or you're like a doctor or something like that, investment banker. If you're like something where you're like
something that's not Hollywood related, so because the strike didn't affect your money, like I said, you work.
If your partner has that, but everybody doesn't have a partner who can shoulder the responsibilities if like one of your incomes disappears. But happy that the writer's strike is the SAG is over. The writer's strike was over a couple of weeks ago.
And that's why late night TV came back, because the writer's strike ended. Because they were all in strike too, with like Jimmy Fallon and Jimmy Kimmel
and all them.
Colbert, the Daily Show, all of those were on hold too because of the right. And when that ended, they were able to come back to late night. Yeah. So now you're gonna start seeing some of your scripted shows come back, like your acting. Yeah. So your fall season, I'm predicting around the new year you're gonna start seeing the new shows drop. Yeah.
Okay.
some stuff you still got to film and all of that. So like probably
Yeah.
January, like all of your favorite shows will start coming back around that
I'm
time.
ready for season 2 of Wednesday on Netflix. That's what I want. I wonder when that's going to come back. Hopefully it comes back by maybe, I think, hopefully, I'm crossing fingers, maybe by spring, even summer of next year. I'm hoping.
Yeah,
Crossing my
Sin
fingers.
Space Studios was creepy as hell during this actor strike. I went over that way. I was over in that area, and it's
Right.
like just a ghost town
A
over.
ghost town.
It's like use their places, like especially this time we in the fall TV season. He's like so much action going on over there at this time. It was like
Mm-hmm.
like yeah, it's like yeah, I forgot the damn actor strike, the SAG
Go
after.
trailers out because like I mean, because even around Chicago, you'll see the NBC,
Oh, yeah, they have like the location shootings. You'll see like black
yeah.
certain streets blocked off. It's like yeah,
Mm-hmm.
like crew parking or whatever. Like you see like
But it
those
has the side, has like the
the
upside down
yellow and black
arrow.
signs. Yeah.
Yeah, with the upside down arrow. Yep.
Yep.
Because I see a lot of those like around here, a lot in Chicago. You just driving around. I'm like, there's a NBC truck right there. Okay. Like what show are they shooting right here? Like,
They shoot a
trying to
lot
remember.
because they got 3 Chicago shows of the NBC. Yeah, the Fire, PD, and Med. So it could be any one of
Mm-hmm.
them.
Because I would see a lot of those just out just in different. And then the cool thing I saw one time, like when I was looking, I was like, oh shit, because I was in Hyde Park, I want to say, and like at first glance, I thought it was an accident, but then I realized like, oh, this is a shot because I saw it was like an ambulance that was like against a fire hydrant. It was like I guess they were trying to make it like the ambulance crash, and it was like the water was like shooting up because I thought that was a real thing, and I was like, oh wait, and then I saw the truck, and I'm like, oh okay.
It happened. WGN News put their foot in their mouth with that shit because it was a crash in the middle of King Drive. It's like let's say 29th and King Drive. So it was a plane, a small plane, and they had the aerial shot. Yeah, we don't have any details. It looks like a plane crash right here on the south side. And then like 5 minutes like, yeah, oh, we've just been informed that they're shooting a scene for Chicago fire. So forget everything we just said. It's like that's why you don't got to be first to report the shit. Like get the details first. It's like yeah, y'all on the air with that shit. It's like now you probably had the neighborhood panicking, thinking a plane crashed like in the middle of in the neighborhood street. It's like yeah, because they saw a small plane sitting in the middle of King Drive. It's like oh,
I remember that plane situation.
Yeah.
I remember that. Yeah.
It's like around 29th and King, something like that.
Yeah.
It's like they had the aerial shot with the choppers. Like you see the plane in the middle of we don't have the details, but as soon as we get it, they come back. Oh, that's Chicago fire. They're filming a scene. Get the details first. That way you would have never even reported it.
And you have to do your due diligence. Like that's just our thing. We always say, do your due diligence before you just start doing this. Before you start blabbing off at the mouth.
Yeah.
Do your research first.
Well, let's stay in Chicago. A couple of Chicago institutions. Well, Chicago. Let's do the map. Chicago, not Chicago. This is right outside of Chicago. Well, if you have that old car that's been worth money,
oh yeah,
you won't be able to have it towed away free and get cash on the spot anymore. What am I talking about? Victory Auto Records in Bensonville. Yeah, they're closed. Nero Hair.
He pulls off the door and the door completely
falls to the ground. He's like, oh. And then he sees Victory has it hooked up to it. Yeah, they give him he gives him the title. They give him $50 and he gives him the car title. So yeah. Even like 40 years ago.
Even in the 80s, he was like $50 for a car. We were like,
they had a hell of a run. I think Victory started like 84. So that's almost a 40-year run. It's like they had a hell of a 39-year run. It's like so they had quite the run. Yeah.
It's just not gonna be the same. I'm like, oh my gosh, like Victory,
like all our lives. I was like, yeah, 84. Come on, it's like been there.
Our whole lives, like pretty much we've watched Victory.
We grew up with that commercial. It's like it's been around so long that your kids know the commercial now. That's how long it's been around.
I say if we do like the Sweet 16 bracket, I say Victory Auto Records might be for Chicago
commercials.
They go far. They'll go far.
Put Empire up there too, the 588-2300.
Moo
is up. Put 773-202. It goes up there.
Well, you always say more money, Solosy and
Allison. Yeah, that goes on there. That's like your top Chicago commercials.
He's mad. Max.
Bad and bad, but you're not crazy.
Anyone can, O'Connor can.
What about Bob Roy?
Bob Corbin.
There's a lot of car dealers. It's like
Chicagoland commercials.
yeah. But Victory Auto Records, they're closing their doors after 39 years. Okay, yeah.
Yeah, because they said that they're going. I think at the end of the month they officially closed. They're going to stop accepting cars. I think on the 18th or something like that. I saw.
You still got a few more days of that car to get $50 for your car.
You get $50 on the spot for your car.
You got a few more days, yeah.
Well, you can get a Star transmission.
Yeah,
whatever.
They got 10 acres, yeah. Or fix up that old cars with used parts. We have starters, transmissions, all types of cars.
Why do we know the whole commercial?
I even know the number 708-860-2000. Was it 8630 now? No, it changed area codes. That's how long it's been around. It changed area code. 630-860-2000.
I think it's 630 out there. I think it's 630 now.
Yep. That's not old. I remember when it was 312. That's how long ago I remember.
Yeah.
When there wasn't no area code, they just read the number. Yeah, 8602. Then they added the area code 708, and then later they added 630. Because suburban was first, like when 708, all the suburbs were 708. And then when they started running out of 708 numbers, they had to break the suburbs up. So
suburbs, north suburbs, south suburbs.
Yeah, and then the city got big too. So we got to break that up as well too. It's like Central is 312, and then everywhere else is 773. They had to like start breaking them area codes up. The 847 they made north, 630 is like west, and then at 708 is south for the suburbs.
Right.
Break all of that up. It's like yeah. I remember all of this happening too. Yeah.
It just means that we're getting older because I'm like this is like these are Chicago staples. Like I'm just kind of like all our Chicago memories are slowly being wiped away.
I got another one too for you. Another one. Grand Lux.
I know I saw that one. That makes me so sad.
Grand Lux. How many people
that was my spot.
First date there? Like, yeah. How many people had their first date there?
Grand Lux was our spot. But even in the pandemic, we still support them. But and I just feel honestly, a lot of restaurants just never really recovered from the pandemic.
It was rough on everybody, and some just couldn't make.
And you think about it was on the Mag Mile.
Yeah,
you know how much rent is on the Mag Mile. Come on, we know how much rents are. But like even in the pandemic, we still went to Grand Lux. We still supported. Like Marcus would pick up curbside pickup for us all the time. He'd be like, I'm like, oh, I want the buffalo chicken roll because that was my thing. I love the buffalo chicken rolls. So I told him, I said, we have to go a few times before they close. They close at the end of the year. And he was like, a few times. He laughed. I was like, you want them chocolate chip cookies? He was like, you're right. The chocolate chip cookies are fire there.
I'm a cookie connoisseur, you know me. Even though
those cookies are delicious.
No, nobody's greater than mine. But yeah, but I'm a cookie connoisseur though. Yeah, chocolate chip cookie connoisseur. Yeah, and those
cookies are delicious there.
That's good.
They're good for some, like they're good. They're good cookies. They are.
Might go get me some cookies though.
Because I mean, we've had people where you see just go straight just for some cookies. I think it's one.
I'm looking at one. Yeah, I might go get some cookies next week. I'm thinking maybe after class one day or before class, I might go and just get some cookies. I'm thinking about that just because.
I'm all about the buffalo chicken rolls. Or some, and maybe I might try to figure out. Maybe I might have to put some in the freezer and just freeze them.
That's fine. Stock up on the shit.
Yeah, because I mean, we loved going there. Like the first time that we got back to going out for Mother's Day, like when things started kind of calming down a couple years ago, we went there for Mother's Day because that's where I wanted to go. Because we was like, okay, now we can actually start going back out for Mother's Day. I was like, I want to go to Grand Lux. We went there, took the kids, and that was their first time. Well, Khalil's first time being out in downtown Chicago because we didn't get to take him out because like he turned 2 when the pandemic started.
She shut down before you got
so yeah, so like he was just like looking at all the sites. He was just amazed at all the traffic and all the all the people in downtown Chicago.
I'll be down there every day.
Because he was just like looking and he was just staring and pointing at everything. I'm like, oh yeah. I'm like, that's right. You've never been to downtown Chicago.
At least he wasn't like Jake from the Chi, like when he thought that Lake Michigan was the ocean. to the aquarium on a field trip. Is that the ocean?
The ocean.
Like, no, you never seen Lake Michigan. You from Chicago, but you never seen Lake Michigan.
It be that way
Never
sometimes.
been out of the hood. So, yeah, never been to the lakefront, so he thought they were at the ocean.
If y'all people get down there, we're gonna send them out on a band. And the thing that I do like, at least they're given ample time, and then they said they are preparing their workers to transition them to like other positions. They
Okay.
are working with their workers to help them, so that is a positive that I do like about what they're
Now
doing.
giving them time to like find other.
Unlike the signature room, who
Yeah.
just .
Oh yeah, tomorrow's our last day.
Oh yeah, we close tomorrow. What? Like you tell people now, they're like, yeah, tomorrow we're closed.
Which I
What?
kind of I could happen to real with me too, like with Dad with Legends. Is like
Yeah.
it's like we were just because I knew like the end was near because business hadn't been good really since Jordan left. Is like stuff was kind of on decline during that time. And then when the guy came and took the video game machines, that's what and then Dad just wishes, oh yeah, today is the last day. Like, we had no farewell or nothing. It's like he just saw yeah, when we close tonight, that's it pretty much.
That's
It's like,
it.
when the guy took the machines, oh yeah, today is the last day. He could have gave me the heads up because like people, people are gonna be looking for us. Like we had our record, so he just, oh yeah, today is the last day.
Yeah, it is. I think that you should get like a farewell. Like so I do like that Grand Lux is like working to help transition because like we said, this economy is hard and when you take away people's livelihood, like it is, and then I've seen waiters and hostesses and stuff like that. It is waiters who can make six figures depending on where you
Oh
wait
yeah,
at.
yeah. If you in a
Upscale restaurant.
scale area that people tip well in, you can make good money.
Like for example, let's say
That's where tipped workers win. That's where like because like most tip workers like they upset about but like the ones in those areas they're like no I'm cool working on tips is like yeah because like they make like good money yeah
like
like
for example, like if you work at Mastro's in Chicago.
yeah. But they don't give a shit about the 230
Right.
they say we I'm living off tips I don't give a fuck about that
Or which
paper.
would call like where I went the other day, Maple and Ash. If you like there, Maple and Ash,
Yeah.
and
So
you're a waiter there,
jobs like they don't even give a shit about their pay.
right?
Like yeah, like we killing on these tips. It's like so we don't
Mm-hmm.
want the tip jobs to go away. Like yeah, those are the ones that don't want them to go away. I had a friend that she was a bartender. And she talked about that because yeah, she wasn't ugly. You know what? Yeah,
I know who you're talking about. Yeah.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
She made a killing off tips. She was like yeah,
Yeah,
like
you can.
yeah.
Like I said, depending on where you're at, like I said, it depends on the clientele, the area. Not being funny, your attractiveness on a scale of 1 to 10, not being funny when I say that,
Like
but
she get like $700-800 a night on tips. It's like yeah, because yeah,
yeah.
like folks be like spending. It's like you like yeah, 20, 25 like each rep each rip. Yeah, so that adds up and
I
shit.
knew someone who was a physical therapist, but then they moonlighted as a bartender, and they said they really did bartending during St. Patrick's Day. That's when they made all their money. They said like in one day, they said on St. Patrick's Day, they made over $2,000 just on St. Patrick's Day.
Yeah.
I was like, whoa, they made over $2,000 just because they started drinking at 7 a.m. on Saturday. They started, you know, start drinking early and the bars stay open all day, all night.
And
So
most people, unless you're a real cheapskate, you're not gonna tip anything less than $10. It's like, yeah, so yeah. If you like making like $10 a pop, like from 7 a.m. all the way through the night, yeah.
they can
add up.
But go and support Grand Lux if you are in Chicago. And let me know what you guys think about it. Because like I said, I like it. I know some people, it is a parent company. It is a parent company of the Cheesecake Factory.
Yeah.
It is. But you know how
we all know the
great.
Cheesecake Factory been big in the news lately. We all know why.
Yeah, we all know about the cheesecake stuff. So but I mean, just because there's a chain restaurant doesn't mean you can't eat there.
Right. You don't even know what that means and shit.
They don't know what I mean. They heard Carisha say it, and now they're like, I can't do it, period.
Not gonna eat there ever again, period.
You heard somebody like that say, and now they can't.
Well, here's a place that I'm probably never going to eat again. That's close to it. It's Dr. Grand Lux or the Cheesecake Factory.
What is it?
It is a place that we know, like but now when you when you know better, you do better. There's a place that's been a Chicago institution for all of our lives as well too. It was featured in the Blues Brothers, the Calumet Fisheries, shut down. Signs of rodents.
Oh no.
Yes.
No, not the rodents.
Yep. And so let me pull the picture up so I want to laugh.
I've gone there. I haven't been there in a while. Like we haven't been
We
there.
all have gone there at some point. I haven't been
gone there.
either, yeah, but we all have gone there at some point in our lives. Yeah.
I got the smoked salmon when I would go. I got the smoke because they had the smoke, and then you could just go and it will already be smoked, and you just have to just warm it up or whatever.
Sure, I had I've gotten perch from there before, like they had the bomb stuff, but I'm not eating there no more. But they well,
the rodent. Once you start talking about rodents,
nobody's gonna eat there anytime soon. But like, yeah, you see, like they got the sign license suspended, closed down. What does it say? It don't. I can't read what that says. But if it say remodeling, they're lying. If the health department shuts you down. Yeah, remodeling means you're cleaning up the rat shit. That's the
closed due to I can't read it.
It says remodeling, but I can't tell though.
Now I'm gonna drive past it. I can read it.
Take my own picture and shit. Okay.
I think I'm gonna go buy it so I can read it.
Okay, he's trying to charge me for this article. I'm not paying the Sun Times. Like, yeah. But they said, like, yeah.
Paywall.
But we're not doing that. But that's the article, yeah. Signs rodents. The owners are saying it's some bullshit though, yeah. So they shut down on Halloween. Okay, yeah. So they shut down a couple weeks ago, yeah. But yeah.
Now I'm gonna drive past and see because I want to be nosy and see what the sign says. I'm gonna go past
it. There might be a line there too. So like it was like that's typically when places got good food. It's like it was always a line there, but like maybe they had their special seasoning. That's what it was.
Yeah.
Man, this is
yeah. When you say rodent, I just can't.
I ever had, man. What'd you fry this in? Rat shit.
With that fish, though. Yeah.
Exactly.
Rodents. Yeah.
Hilarious. But yeah, so that's another Chicago institution that's apparently gone. So hopefully they get their shit together, but because they've been there 75 years. I was looking at part of the articles. Like I said, so we've been in business 75 because I know it was in the Blues Brothers, and that was like
and that was in the 80s.
So yeah, so it's been there at least that long since like over 40 years. Yeah, because it's 1980 when they jumped the bridge, you see it in the background is right there. Hope Jake and Elwood didn't eat there.
They ate with Riri. They ate with Riri.
That's right. They had 4 fried chickens.
Four fried chickens and a white
bread. Dry white toast. That's what they had. Yeah. It was Aretha Franklin down in Maxwell, which is also gone. Like like the college got all of that land. Yeah.
It just makes me just like I mean, I know change can be good, but just some of this change,
it's like stuff that's been around all our lives. You're like,
I'm resistant to some change. I am.
But change happens. Yeah.
Thank you for telling me about the rodents, though.
I saw that. I was like, I got to talk about because we both been there. I was like, I have to talk about that. Well, maybe Kareem was right. He said it was an old man with a fishing pole on his back. He's like, so maybe he was on to something. Yeah. Because a lot of these fish places are right by water, like Lawrence Fisheries is like
right
by the Chicago River. Yeah,
because it gives the ambiance of all this like fresh seafood right out the. They're not catching it out the river. They're not.
I joked about that. Yeah, I was halfway serious. I was young then. I was like, yeah, they get the fish out of the Calumet River there. He's like, that's not an old man with a fishing pole out back. But maybe it is. But I think I'm done. I don't know if you got nothing. I'm done. We can wrap up with it.
just winding down, getting ready for this holiday. So Thanksgiving is now less than 2 weeks away. So if you don't have your stuff, get your shit. Start getting your shit. Don't be that person that shows up at the grocery store at 12 o'clock noon on Thanksgiving Day. Because we want
trying to cook a frozen turkey.
Let me tell you, when I worked retail, it would be people buying frozen turkeys on Thanksgiving Day at 11 o'clock in the morning. When do you plan on eating?
On a Saturday night, I guess.
When do you plan on eating? Because the shit is not going to be thawed out.
You only dinner Saturday night, like I said.
It's not. I mean, you should have everything. And theoretically, the only thing you should have to pick, like I said, like okay, like somebody is going to bring extra people, so I need to pick up another can. I need to pick up another can of cranberry sauce, or I need to grab another pack of rolls. That's about all you should be picking up, like the day of.
Or if you run out of ice or some shit like that, yeah. Like
Something simple.
A couple of bags of ice or something like that.
Damn, I need some more vanilla extract. Okay, whatever, but
you need eggs like Cliff Huxtable and shit. Yeah. And he dropped the eggs, and then she got him from the neighborhoods. And he went all the way back to an hour away to this, and an hour back. Or
in the rain.
And nobody told him that. Yeah, that's what it again. There wasn't no cell phone. She couldn't call us an egg. And forget the eggs. Like I don't need them. He had a beeper. He's a fucking doctor. She could have beeped him and said, "Fuck them eggs and shit." So I don't buy that. It's clear. Claire was just being a bitch.
Bottom line, get your shit together for Thanksgiving.
And I was just getting Babe settled back into the city. That's what I was doing all this weekend. So I didn't had quite the weekend. Like because she came back this week and she was just making her house back into a home again.
Mm-hmm.
So been doing that. So pretty much there, still tweaking, but yeah, getting her settled back. But appreciate you supporting Not Another Damn Podcast, episodes 336. You want to support us further, give us a like. Also, subscribe, share, rate, review on all your platforms. I'm talking Apple Podcasts, Spotify, TuneIn, SoundCloud, iHeart, TLC Talk Radio. What up, Tasha? YouTube and your Amazon Alexa devices. Follow me at Ozman the Wizard on Instagram, Twitter, and TikTok. Oz Radio on Snapchat and Facebook as well. You know how I do it.
And you can check me out, MSIMAH626 on Instagram, Twitter, and TikTok. Also, SER8GULEY1 on Twitter, SER8GULEY7 on Instagram. Also, please like the Straight Gully Facebook fan page. Check out straightgully.com for your blogs and your vlogs. And for your video production needs, check out straightgullyproductions.com.
I'm Ozman the Wizard.
And Naima.
We will talk to you later.
Bye.
I'm gone.